How's it going, everyone? Domadeus came back with another video, and today is part 2 of our level up extravaganza. So, just a couple hours after we took up Doom yesterday, the level up event finally came around, and the lucky part was there was a tech advancement at the same time. So, Mr. Fantastic, unfortunately, we're going to have to pass you up again to take up our 5-star Warlock. So, this is just going to be me taking him up. Couple of ISO there, up to level 6 already. Super excited to finally have pulled Warlock. If you saw our last featured crystal, it actually was a kind of a random one we did just because we weren't planning on doing more featured crystal openings, but after our amazing pulls on the Black Friday deals and with the Mr. Fantastic crystals, as you can see, obviously we got 5-star Mr. Fantastic, we decided to go for another featured, and we ended up pulling Warlock, which is awesome. Warlock is amazing for a lot of different things. Oh no, seriously? Okay, alright, well we're gonna go back here and get some tier 3 tech. This always seems to happen when I'm ranking up champions, so we're not gonna mess around. We're just gonna open up a bunch of these. But like I was saying, Warlock is really good for a whole bunch of content. First and foremost being the 6.2 Mr. Sinister boss. He causes a lot of issues for people, and Warlock is actually one of, if not the best counter to that Mr. Sinister with all of his abilities. So we're going to take him into 6.2 once we get him leveled up and test him out there. So there we go. We've got our third tier 3 tech catalyst. Let's go back over here. We do actually have two rank up gems, one from 2 to 3 and one from 3 to 4 for this guy. So we'll be saving a lot of resources, especially those tier 4 basics and those tier 1 alphas for when we do want to take up Mr. Fantastic. I don't think we'll take him up in the same level up event. I think we might wait until the next level up event hits, so we can save up some more tier 1 alphas, because we do have a 4 to 5 gem for Mr. Fantastic, but we don't have any other rank up gems, so we'll need to collect a whole bunch of tier 1 alphas to get him at least to rank 4. So here we go. Rank 3, leveling up nicely. Our gold is doing okay so far. And yeah, his PI is definitely not as high as Doom's was, as we saw yesterday, but his prestige is really good once he's awakened. I do have the generic awakening gem from the Black Friday deals, but I don't think I'm going to put it into Warlock just because he doesn't really need the awakening. It just gives him a little bit more damage. The prestige is great though, so if we ever get a tech awakening gem, it's definitely going into Warlock, and we can start pumping in some tech 6 stones into him. Now that we have our ghost up to Sig 200, we'll need someone else to start feeding those 6 stones into. So moving right along, we just came under 1,000,000 gold, which makes me a little bit nervous about if we're going to have enough to take them all the way up here. We might have to stop and sell some other ISO. So here we go, just under 10,000 PI. And up to 455, very nice. Has he hit 10,000? No, not just yet. Just 48 away. So we do have the 4 to 5 gem, but we're gonna save that as well. Those are super, super rare. So let's just go for the normal rank up to rank 5. We had a whole bunch of tier 5B, so that'll be great. But looks like we are out of gold. So I don't know. I guess it looks like we're gonna have to sell some ISO. Be right back. Okay, and we're back. We sold a whole bunch of ISO, back to 600,000 gold. So we should have plenty of gold to take him all the way up to rank, or level 65, I should say. There we go, just past 11,000. Get the rest of this tech ISO, tier 5, filter through, claim max, you know the drill. Go on back, level 64, yeah, so we'll have just enough here. 13,330, very nice. And let's throw in one more brick. Sweet, and there he is, Warlock. 565, unawakened, my 12th rank 5, and oh, poor Mr. Fantastic. One day, sir, one day soon, we're going to take you up as well. But let's, hero rating, or let's actually filter by max, so yeah, there we go, 12 565s, Warlock sitting at the bottom of the bunch, next to Black Widow, my 2 unawakened 565s, but both characters that don't need that awakening, but are very, very good in their own right. So let's take this guy out for a test spin. Alright, and we're back. We are here in 6.2.1. this is the life cycle chapter. This is the mutant path. So this is a chapter where I needed Warlock for sure for this path because there was this Mr. Sinister and a couple of other pretty hard fights, but I wanted to test him out to see how he does with that passive heal block and all the power drain mechanics before we take him into 6.2.2 against the big Mr. Sinister boss. But as you can see, messed up a little bit there in the beginning, but really easily we're getting those infections. We do have the cable synergy, which gives Warlock a chance to double the amount of infections he places on the opponent. So we're getting really nice damage here, getting those heavies off so the life cycle goes to its maximum timer there. And then we go for the L3, and this L3, as everyone knows, is very, very funny. I was a little bit skeptical when I first saw the leaked gameplay of Warlock, but as I've been playing with him, it's really, really funny. And, you know, big chunk of damage there, 18,000. We are running Suicide, so his damage is pumped up a little bit, which is nice, because I know he doesn't hit the hardest. It's more about the utility, but the Suicides give him some nice extra power. So getting more of those heavies off, and it's nice that we are double immune, so if he launches those L1s, we won't get any of those bleeds back onto us. And just taking him down, dodge the L1, and as you can see, immune to that bleed we placed on him. Nice big L2, hit him with our face hammer, and look at that. Super, super cool. Taking him down, nice and easy, nice and simple. Warlock, oh my gosh, so silly looking. So after clearing that path in 6.2.1, we are here in 6.2.2. We took a mutant path as well, but this is actually the Havoc mini-boss on the left side of the chapter before you get to the Mr. Sinister. So I thought this would be a good opportunity to show off Warlock as that amazing Havoc counter that everyone knows him to be. So we're going to heavy intercept there, got those infections going already. And the nice thing about Warlock, he does have that active armor buff that's permanent, so anytime Havoc is gonna, potentially plasma detonate on us, we're just gonna ignore it completely. Another cool thing about Havoc, which I didn't realize, was that the big L2 there, anytime that Havoc or Warlock is attacked by another character's attack that isn't, or rather is non-contact, he actually power drains them, which is nice, especially for this Havoc fight, because that first medium and I think it's the fourth light hit are all non-contact, in which will power drain him and take away all those plasma charges, which is nice. So just dodge the L1, or I think we're just going to block it. I was thinking, I think right here that we would get some more infections on him, but those are non-contact, so as you can see, the only real damage we took was from the Suicides and from that one back blast there, but pretty good. So continuing on, we're going to get all the way to Mr. Sinister, pop this energy refill. And this was kind of done randomly. I was kind of sitting there thinking, maybe we'll take on 6.2 and see how it works out. So this was a path I hadn't done yet, but I just wanted to test Warlock out. But as you can see, we've got the Ultron synergy, so anytime Warlock would be affected with a debuff that he's immune to, he gets a nice little fury, which is good for this fight as he has the caustic temper, this Mr. Sinister. So anytime he'd want to poison us, we get the fury, which gives us that damage that we need. There we go, got some nice infections going already. The damage is really, really nice off of Warlock, at least with the Suicides. 9,000 crit there with the fury. And we do die from the shock there. We were dodging a little bit too much. We didn't have enough infections to kind of bypass the EMP modification. So let's pop Revive into Warlock and see if we can get him down. Play a little bit more defensively, get those infections going, and see if we can take him down in one shot after this. So there he goes running in. That animation is so silly, and I love the face block, and I think it's super, super funny. Shout out to Katie Candy and KT1 with the face block in there. So big shock there. There you go, 10, and I think we're gonna, yeah, that's gonna take us out again. Alright, so this was honestly my first go at Mr. Sinister, so we're kind of learning the fight. I haven't done this fight since my initial clear of 6.2, so this is a little bit of practice, but we're gonna keep going back in here, pop another revive, and see how we get on. We're just learning this fight as we go. Get those nice infections, so we're just going to keep pairing so we get those infections going nice and nice and big. I do love the animations for the infections, that, yellow kind of pulsating on the opponent. I think that's super, super cool. Nice, fun detail. They keep on going with those hits. Got 2 infections up now. And I think now at 3 we should be good to go. One of the tricky things about this fight is if you get too many infections, you won't actually proc the Caustic Temper node to give you the poison, which will in turn give you the Fury. So I was running into that actually, as those come to find that when I get too many infections on, I stop proccing the Fury, which mitigates our damage by a lot. So anyway, we got the nice 20% damage bonus. I'm gonna suck them all up and then blow them back out into the wall. Nice little chunk of damage there. How much did that do? About 20,000. Couldn't really see it from the power burn text there. Anyway, we're getting them down. This fight is just so easy with Warlock. This is like nothing. I remember doing this fight when everyone did this fight initially. This is one of the bosses besides the champion that people were just in over their heads with. Ooh, nice big L2 there. Very, very nice. But as you can see, we've got 4 infections up, so we're not getting any shock, we're not getting any poisons, which means we're not getting any fury. So this last little 4% is going to take us a minute just because we're doing not a lot of damage at all. We're going to launch another L2 here in a second. And now we're playing a little bit defensively. Just waiting for those infections to kind of drop off so we get the poisons. Drop another L3. Some nice healing back. That way we can proc some Caustic Temper to give us that fury. Wipes his jaw off. Nice power burn. Power burn's not doing a lot either, just because we don't have that fury either. And keep him going in. Get some nice intercepts. Come on, give us a fury. Give us a fury. Give us a fury. Still waiting on the fury. Come on. And I think we're just going to be able to take him down. Just chip away at him here. Okay, we got the Fury right for the last hit, so not the best first go, 113 hits, but we do have one shot. I was determined. I did another path for y'all, so I'm going to play some music. Enjoy the Warlock Mr. Sinister one shot. So as you can see, Warlock has become one of my newest favorite champions to play with. His animations are great, His utility is amazing, and he's going to help me clear a lot of the content I've been holding off on because of the nice, fun, and interactive challenge that the game likes to present us with from time to time. But leave a comment down below and let me know what you ranked up with this level up event after all the Black Friday deals. Looking forward to hear all the crazy rank ups everyone did this weekend. But that's going to do it for today, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next one.